Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the European Racing Series Grand Prix here in the United States of America. I'm Ben Rwaggy McConnell, and joining me at the commentator's desk for the first time in 2021, David Fossey-Tinte. How you doing?
Good evening, brother. I'm feeling good. We're in Austin, Texas.
We are.
With a terrible accent.
That's right. Get the K counters going, because we're doing
Yes,
it
sir.
big. We're racing.
We are racing. There's a bit too many corners, like sort of right-hand turns for my liking.
Yeah, that's true.
I just want to turn left, personally.
And one long
know,
left as well.
Exactly. You come to Austin for one reason, and we've already got a yellow flag in Sector 3.
It'll be the retirement of Seb, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 quali bands, I believe, both of which you've just seen retire.
Yeah.
So the rest of the drivers, all of the 17 remaining drivers, should be able to get some lap times on the board. Speaking of which, there are a small number though, of new faces. Specifically, Ace Ritchie. Now, I've seen this guy race recently. He's rapid. I actually think he might be a contender for a top 5 position. So, I'm going to need your prediction, please, sir. I need a 1, 2, 3 from you.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got Vex at P1. We've got Chanakinchi P2. Tough one for P3. Probably Rainbow. No, some idiot.
Alright. I'm going to go Bottas Gang P1.
Okay.
I reckon Chanakinchi P2, Vex at P3. I don't think it's going to be like that in the race, of course, but I do think it is going to be like that throughout the qualifying, and we'll see as we go through in this race. Now, we are keen also to hear from you guys in the chat. Who do you think your 1, 2, 3 predictions are going to be for the qualifying specifically? If you let us know, we'll give him a little readout in the stream, and then we'll go from there. Downey's here as well. He's going to miss the qualifying, so he will actually... I'm told that it's been fixed for this game, where you can actually choose your setup if you miss the qualifying. So that should be good for him then in that respect.
Yeah, I think that is the case these days. You can ignore park firmate, which is, yeah, it's good for these guys, but I think sort of the remaining 19 drivers will maybe feel slightly hard done by.
Yeah. Well, first out there is Zora, followed by Vexit, I believe. And we've had our first and only prediction so far. Official back crane, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Vexit, Bottasgang, Dennis is the prediction there. Dennis?
I like his optimism. Dennis.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite drivers.
Personality-wise.
Not convinced he's going to be in the top 3, but we can all dream.
Yeah, I mean, I like the guy. I love the guy. I don't think he's getting a podium today, or at least not in the qualifying. No, he's a fast driver, that's the thing. Like, if you remember it, I wasn't there for it, but you'll remember this more than anybody. He won the 5-lap Christmas season thingy that happened a couple of weeks back. Overall, he is fast. It's just, when it comes to these 50% races, he's not consistent enough.
No idea what you're talking about. I don't know what 5-lap classic race. Actually, no, I can acknowledge that. I think I came like 8th out of everyone, so a couple of P2s. But yeah, Dennis rapid. He was actually helped by Bottas Gang. He sort of gave him the win by blocking another guy in the final race. But
that's what we like to see.
It's all fun and games, and it was, yeah. Shout out to Jess, who was the tier 2 streamer, for doing that. That was a solid sort of 5.5 hours of commentating. Yeah,
Jess honestly is an endurance beast when it comes to commentary. Absolutely. I've seen her do many commentary marathon things where they do like a 24-hour charity commentary thing. I don't know how to describe it, but she's really good. She's really talented. Fair play to her. And yeah, that is very enduring to have to go through. But anyway, some idiot has chucked in a lap time. He's currently sat on pole position, 129.899 on the board. I am expecting to see, as this session goes on, a low 29, probably around about 29.2. I reckon that'll be pole time. We'll have to wait and see. Track will evolve there.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised to see some idiot quicker than Vexit at this early stage. Some idiot's usually someone who just pulls out of the bag right at the end. He usually doesn't go too hard in his first couple of runs, so maybe that's a good sort of sign of things to come for him. Lando's Milkman only a couple of tenths behind. Vexit, that is surprising.
Lando's Milkman at this entire season has just been impressive from the word go. I mean, he was really good at the beginning. There was a little bit of a tail off in the middle of the season. We are obviously now coming towards the end of the season now. We've only got 4 races, this being first of the 4. And he's really starting to demonstrate just how good he's been over the last few. It's so good to see. You know, even beats Danico, who had the toe all the way down the backstraight, the long DRS backstraight from his teammate Copy. Now, obviously, he's going to have to return the favour and do it back for Copy. But that's fantastic stuff for Lando's Milkman, as Brownie goes pole by a tenth and a half, almost 2 tenths.
Yeah, I think we will definitely see those times tumble. I think maybe even seeing a high 28, just judging by how sort of bunched up the field is early on. I think Vexit usually seems to have a couple of tenths on the rest of the field in qualifying. And I think it'll probably be the case here once everything pans out. Well, quietly hoping that somebody gets pole on his home turf.
So I've been promised a crash out from Beaker with spectacular style. Is what we're expecting. He hasn't practiced at all for this race. I heard him 15 minutes before this race started. He was just then doing some laps in, so yikes. Copy getting the toe from Danico coming into that hard left-hander. It's very awkward this. You can cut it quite nicely, which is exactly what he did, but this next right-hander is quite awkward, even for the second part of this one here. You've got to be so weirdly careful, but at the same time aggressive on the accelerator, otherwise you just lose the back end, but you don't want to lose any time. It's just terrifying. But Copy continuing in his usual fashion. Yeah, he's all right. He's a big boy.
Yeah, kind of helped the lap time though. Yeah, it's a weird balancing act of, you know, wanting to get on the power early and not wanting to slide the car, but also wanting to slide the car a little bit to get it to turn. And Copy seems to have nailed it. P4 so far. Obviously a lot of driving yet to be done, and I'm sure he won't finish P4. But start as you mean to go on, and he definitely left a couple of tenths out there with those that sliding.
Oh yeah.
So, definitely cause for optimism.
It's Yonti that I want to see though. This guy at one point was, and still is I guess technically, a champion in the European Racing Series. I think it was 2 seasons ago now. He really showed what he was capable of, and he started to make his mark on the sim racing scene, but I don't know. I don't know if everybody else has just caught up or he's just slowed down, but he is, I don't know, I think he's top 6 material now.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely taken a step these last few months. He seems to be a lot more, he seems to have dropped down the pack into that sort of the bottom 10 of qualifying, if you like. And that really has seemed to favour him. He really does well on that alternate strategy. And it's kind of brought him back up to where he used to be.
I've been told you were a bit quiet, so I've just quickly made an adjustment that should fix your volume. If you could please confirm. Yep, I've had that confirmed. Brilliant. We're good. We're Gucci.
Okay, sounds good. So, yeah. Bottas gang, your tip for pole. Not on pole, but not far away. Only a tenth and a half off.
He's a beast, so don't worry. He'll bring it back.
Might be a beast in the Formula 2 cars, but, you know, this is a different ball game.
Don't doubt him.
Okay.
He'll make you look daft.
There's Rainbow. Yeah, starting to see the times tumble. I still think there's going to be someone who really puts down an impressive time. It's not going to be Vexit though, because he's invalidated his first hot lap. Well, that's what the maps, mini-map seems to be saying that. And yeah, he has just turned off the hot lap mode.
I have a Mercedes then coming around. Is that Downey? Yes, it is. He's actually coming to bring himself back into the pits. Interesting. There was a couple of people now. I saw Zorro actually do the same thing. He decided, he went out, did an out lap, went to start a hot lap, did the hot lap all the way around, and then on the end of it, just brought himself back into the pits. I'm being told that apparently SMM, which is a team, I'm told, they will be deliberately doing what they have been doing, which is not putting lap times in for now. I would be surprised if they don't qualify on the mediums. I think they will absolutely go for qualification on the mediums.
Yeah, well, Vexit's done a good job of deliberately not putting laps in. He sits P5 with a 29.9.
He's got to go softs. There's no way he's not going softs. Has to be. I don't see how you could beat a 29.9 on mediums. Maybe if you're like a god tier esports level drivers, like full on alien, but
yeah,
I don't think it's doable.
You'll definitely have to take some risks in that first sector.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the more you cut, obviously, the quicker you get, but you run that chance of just taking a millimeter too much, and you know that's a minute 30 wasted.
Exactly. Well, Danico is on his way around, and he's about to ask for his teammate to come out. He's on his way out right now, which is good. Rainbow has invalidated, and he's on his way back to the pits, no doubt. And we also have, I believe that is a Ferrari, which is, yes, one Fragioko. Over to the final sector, a couple of corners to go then. He just needs to make sure that this final corner isn't a bit too... Oh, a bit of a lock up there on the left-hand side. That's not going to help him, but I think he may still hold on just a little bit. Does improve to knock his teammate down to P11.
It's all that matters, really, isn't it? You got to beat your teammate.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm sure they'll be in the admin chat together.
Abusing each other.
Absolutely rinsing each other.
Dennis is in the pit, so he's not going to be rinsing anybody other than his crew.
Got Brownie on the hot lap. I think he's the only one. Oh, Danico as well, actually.
Bika is also out there on the hot lap as well. He's just going towards the end of the straight. Now, this is, again, the thing I want to see the most, because I see these guys do this all the time. Danico and Copy giving each other the toe on the back straight right now. It's a huge run for Danico. I get the impression here that they are running a lot higher wing than the other drivers. I don't know whether that's just to try and improve the consistency through Sector 1 to avoid penalties, because, again, this is a track where penalties are so heavy that I think that's actually quite a smart move if they have done that.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. You've got that first sector, obviously the Maggots and Beckett's clone, and the final couple of corners, I think, are places they're really going to have to be sharp to avoid those penalties. You know, you've seen the amount of drivers that have been validated already. It's definitely going to be a penalty-heavy race. And it's probably, I would say, going to unfortunately decide the outcome of this one rather than a straight fight.
Well, it has brought Danico up to a 29.748. All of the, well, the top three, if you like, Brownie, Submidi, Danico, they're all within half a tenth of each other. Then if you bring in P1 into this mixture, he's the one who keeps them all within 1/10, which is really good to see. But I reckon that we're going to be seeing a lot closer than that as we get further into this race. Lots of people seem to be about that pace. They've just not yet chucked in that lap time.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying at the start that we're going to see people getting really quick, but it hasn't happened really. Maybe we've just had a lot of people peaking early. Maybe not a lot of track development in Kota, I don't know. Or
maybe people just hate this track as much as I do. Honestly, to drive on it, to commentate, it's fine. I think it's actually a really good track. It gives you a lot of opportunity for overtaking opportunities, side-by-sides throughout. This is the thing, actually, I want to mention this. The bit where you then move in towards Sector 3, so as soon as you finish that long run in Sector 2 down towards that like hairpin, and then the rest of it's all sweepy, that whole area there for the most of Sector 3 is such an easy area to fight, but constantly fight and lose a hell of a lot of time. And that's something you cannot afford on this circuit. If you get outside that DRS train, you are really going to struggle on this circuit.
Looking at Vexit now coming through at the penultimate corner. Just on that white line, keeping half a tyre on the white line. He's going through the final corner. I think this is going to be pole. He's lost the rear on the exit.
Ooh.
But it doesn't matter for Vexit. Poetry.
I see what he did there.
P1. Yeah, he did.
Also want to point out, Chanikinchi on the medium compound tyres, he hasn't set a lap time in yet. I think he can get close. I highly doubt he's going to get into the top 10 on mediums.
I definitely think he can at the moment. You're looking at Vexit 29.4. You'd have to say, if he can get within a second of Vexit, which I think is realistic.
Are you feeling confident enough to put your money where your mouth is?
No. We can't both be negative, though. We can't both be bad cop. One of us has got to be good cop.
Alright, you be good cop.
He looks very solid to that the third sector. Car almost turning itself. Very solid exit. And, not quite last, you know.
He's going again there. I mean, in fairness, the second lap on the mediums is the best lap, usually. The tyres take a little bit more than his standard out lap in order to properly warm them up. They would have been fine about halfway through his first hot lap, of course, but not up.
Oh, not
at all, man.
Yeah. I did see him miss the apex of the first corner, so he's probably just using this to get back to the pits as quickly as possible, and maybe hoping that he gets another opportunity.
Do you know what I bet he does?
Okay.
I bet he boxes and goes softs now.
Yeah. You have to look at everyone else who are on the softs to think, yeah, maybe they're right and I'm wrong.
I mean, it's very rare that you see... The problem with doing the alternate strategy is traffic, which we're probably going to see a hell of a lot. He is sprinting to get back to the pits as quick as possible. He's definitely going softs.
Yeah.
There's no reason, but yeah, traffic.
Yeah, not traffic, but, well, not just traffic, but first lap safety car. What tyre do you go onto?
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to go to the hards if you want to go to the end. And you're going to be so slow. Or you go on the softs and you have to two-stop. Same if you lose your wing in lap 1 and there's no safety car, you're even more screwed then. So, yeah. It's definitely a risk. But, you know, there's a reason it's only generally the outside the top 10 that take it, because they've got nothing to lose.
Exactly. I can relate. Absolutely can relate to that.
Yes, I am a qualifier in the bottom of 10. Yep.
Honestly, I'm the worst qualifying person ever.
We did have a yellow flag. I think it was just someone getting out of the way.
Yeah.
Vex's tires goes out on top.
He says, "Easy slaps. I'm going to bed. Have a good one. See you there."
Yeah. Get your feet up. Go downstairs. Get yourself a cup of tea.
Cupaholics.
Ooh, no, not before a race.
Wait, sleep straight away. Well, Brownie coming through now, Sector 1 in towards Sector 2 right here. And he's not looking any faster. He's actually 10th and a bit down, so this is not looking... Oh, the back end stepping a little bit as well there. He's really looking a bit uncomfortable, and that's surely an invalidate. What? That's not invalidation? What is the ruling there? Yeet it, and you shall receive big rewards?
Don't worry about it. I'm not sure, yeah. Codemasters being Codemasters.
I actually don't think I've ever seen a racing game where it's accepted for you to be so far off the track for so much of the lap. Although we did see in real life for the... what was it?
29.5.
Yeah. Yonte's retired. He's not getting lapping at all. P16 at best.
Brownie looks like he's not improving. He looks like he's down on his time at the moment.
Yeah.
In fact, I know he's down on his time at the moment because I'm watching his stream as well. So he throws it in. Just misses the apex. Goes super wide. Is he going to get away with it? He does get away with it, but does not improve.
Nope.
It's unfortunate.
Danico's looking pretty good though. He actually could jump Rainbow here. If I got my maths right, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
P3 maybe? Here we go then to the line. Is it going to be enough? It
is. It is. And Rainbow is 10th down at the moment. Bottas getting a 10th up. Copy 2.5 tenths up.
It's Richie across the line. P2. Whoa. What a debut. Okay. That's made a stamp there, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the annoying thing is I was actually genuinely going to put him in my top 3, but I thought, nah, maybe I'm just being maybe I'm overestimating how good he actually is, but fair play to him. A 29.489 to be what, 4 tenths away? 4 hundredths of a second away from Vexit. That's a good statement made. Rainbow though, can he make it a Renault 1-2? Well, definitely not. Ooh, never mind. Yes, he can. Yes, he absolutely bloody can.
There we go then. Yeah. Finds 2.5 tenths. Looking at Lando's Milkman with the only one left now. He is a 10th and a half up as well, but he's just slightly missed the apex for that penultimate corner. Nice solid run through the final corner, and it's a 30, pretty much 30 dead, which is good enough for P10. Yep. The exact place where you don't want to be, but Luke is improving. Luke does, probably thankfully for him, jumps him down, or drops him down. But notice what Brownie and Samidia have just done. So they finished their laps, finished their hot laps with seconds to go. so they can manually drive their car back into the pits. Now that saves maybe 1 or 2 or 3% on those soft tires.
Yeah,
That's not by accident. They've tried to do that, and that probably gives them maybe an extra lap if they're careful on their tires during the race, and that could be the crucial element, especially with them. You know, P4 and P6, they can really do something from there if they can stretch the tires out.
Well, that, and also they're the type of guys who would absolutely do that. They would 100% push the tires further than they would normally be able to go, and if they can creep that a little bit further by, yeah, like you say, just, you know, making sure the AI can't drive the car home and save themselves a bit of tire wear, fair play to them. But this is your rundown at the end of the qualifying then. So Rainbow on pole position with his teammate right there alongside of him in P2. Richie making his debut, or at least it's the debut I've seen, in P3 there. Some idiot just over a 10th away, P4, Danico P5, Brownie P6, Downey P7. Oh, he actually got a timing. I didn't see that. Well played. Lotus Gang P8, Copy P9, Luke rounding out the top 10 with Lando's Moment getting best of the rest there in P11. Beaker P12, Fragioco 13th, Dennis 14th, Chan 15th, Zoro 16th, and then the no-timers are Luca, Yonti, Josh, and Seb. Obviously, Josh and Seb did, in fact, have qualifying bans. I think Luca actually did as well. Yonti, though, either couldn't get a time on the board or didn't want to get a time on the board.
Yeah, beats me. Probably the pressure, trying to throw it in through Sector 1 and just getting it wrong 3 times in a row. It's doable. It's actually pretty easy.
Yeah, so, Sector 1 is just honestly horrific to get completely right every time. The consistency required there is really something. I have been told, though, the weatherman has checked in and told me we are going to have a full dry race. So do not expect any rain. Strategy is going to be key. Also, keeping your wing fully intact is going to be very important. And coming in towards turn 1, that is actually quite a difficult task to do.
Yeah, I love that turn 1. I really do. You can sort of brake so late with the uphill, the deceleration you get from going uphill. It's really a fun one to try and overtake, maybe around the outside or on a late dive down the inside and just destroy his front wing or something like that. But lap 1, going side by side through Sector 1, that sort of Maggers and Beckett's thing, that's going to be pretty scary.
I heard a rumor actually about this track.
Okay.
Apparently you can win the race in turn 1, is it true?
Again, like every other track and every other race in history, absolutely. Send it.
Yeah.
What have you got to lose?
Front wing, tyre, penalty points, quali ban, race ban,
just
hatred from every other member on the track.
Honestly, doesn't matter.
Downey qualified P6, right?
Did he?
He was definitely in the, because I was like, oh, he's got a lap in. Well done. Remember? Why is he last?
I don't know.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And on top of that, Landos was outside the top 10, but he's now P10.
So yeah, something's obviously happened, yeah.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. If you're Downey, you're pretty upset, let's be honest.
Yeah, God, I don't know. I don't know what's happened there.
Well, anyway, we got more important questions to be getting on with.
Exactly. Can't change
such as the predictions. What you got? What's the podium? Chat, get yours in there as well. I want to read it out. What's your prediction?
What is my podium prediction? It's probably going to be Brexit P1.
You like Brexit, don't you?
P2. I do. I think he's an amazing driver. Yeah, decent bloke as well, you know, but mainly an alright driver, I suppose. Pretty shocking in the classic cars, though, has to be said. But yeah, Brexit Rainbow, some idiot. Ace Ritchie, I hope he proves me wrong. I really genuinely do. But I'm just solely basing on that on the fact it took him so long to get that hot lap in. When he got it in, it was amazing. Don't get me wrong. But I think it took him a couple of tries, so he might be struggling for consistency. That's all I'm basing it on.
All right. What was it again? Just say it one more time.
So Vexit Rainbow, some idiot.
All right. I'm gonna be ballsy here. You ready for this?
No, I'm not.
Rainbow, no Richie, some idiot.
Rainbow,
Vexit will drop to penalties. And Hazard says Vexit, Richie, some idiot.
Okay,
So,
I thought you were
same
gonna
as me,
go ballsy.
but
I thought you were gonna like. I
different
thought you were
people.
gonna go copy for the win or something.
A beaker, yeah. Lol.
Yonti. Yonti could do something.
Hey, Yonti could do it, just not from P17 he couldn't. Alright, we are here then, on the grid, ready to get cracking with the USA GP for the 4th to last time this season. And it's away, straight away, lights went out and everybody was ready to go. It looks like Richie that's got quite a nice start too. He's actually getting challenged by somebody who's going to go around the outside here, potentially. This is a very wide line to be taken into it. Richie's actually made his way up towards P2, alongside race leader now, which is Rainbow, trying to stick his nose down the inside in towards turn 3. This is going to be very awkward now to go side by side throughout here. They're not going to try this, surely. They're not. No, it's so close. There's the yellow flag further back. That is because of Luca and Dennis. Dennis cannot catch a break this season. I'll tell you somebody who has, though. Richie.
Downey, P11. I was on board with him from the start. He chose out of the one person outside the top 10 to start on that soft, and what a launch he got. He took 2 off the start line, just waited for everyone to hit each other, and now he sent it on Robin Hulaman or Beaker. And now, briefly into P9, but he dropped back to P10. Absolutely fantastic start from him.
Has he been... Did he actually take a break during the Christmas holidays? What was that? That was insane. You got somebody and Vexit. If somebody has had a fantastic start, oh, a bit of contact between him and Vexit, and that's actually allowed Brownie to get alongside Vexit too. Surely he's not going to be able to lose his position here unless Brownie can stick it all the way around. He might get later on the brakes here. Potentially. No, he's locked himself back in there, but there is a McLaren coming for him. Luke's trying to make moves as well. Danny in a similar sort of position. Luke gains back end out a little bit, copies through. And now we're going to be continuing to do lap 2.
Yeah, wow, I'm pretty tired of that one. That was a pretty hectic lap 1. No
Should we go on
major
now?
deaths, yeah, I think feet up.
I made a mistake there.
Fastest lap.
Danny's...
Downey.
Oh,
what's happening? Oh, it's just the timings, never mind.
yeah, timers are... I mean, Danny's actually ghosted for me as well, which is interesting. So is Danny Co.
Yeah, so is Some Idiot and Vexit. Yeah, I think it's just...
Yeah, it's because he thinks they're ghosted on our screens. Alright, well, the telemetry is incorrect on left-hand side, so it is actually lap 2. We've not yet got DRS enabled, I assure you, and the positions are all wrong. So ignore that for now. We'll have to just sort of wing it a little bit whilst it fixes itself. But Rainbow is your race leader, that is a guarantee. And Richie is P2 with some idiot P3. So if it finishes as is, I've got it perfect 100%.
Yeah, I think you have. So let's pray to God that doesn't happen, because I can't stand you being right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the world can't stand me being right, so...
You're such a modest guy as well, so, you know.
Yeah. I don't rub it in at all.
No, never.
There's a bit of a battle going on down there. There's Chanakinchi and Yonti. Yonti's having a look down the inside of Zora. A bit of a late move here. Chan's trying to follow him through as well. But, oh, Zora really held that one. Actually giving Yonti a bit of a push, a bit of contact. That is a bit of a wobble there for Yonti as well. Now allowing Chanakinchi to get through. Is he going to get 2 for... He's got to go for the move down the inside. What a send, but that's contact between them. No damage, though, on either car, and all 4 cars are so close to each other. This is still favouring Chanakinchi right now, but now Yonti is kind of stuck out there a little bit. He's got really nowhere to go. He actually has to lift there before he goes off the track. He's still held on to P16, though, and this is not looking too good for him. Bit of a mistake there. That is a Red Bull. Landers Wilman.
Yeah, he's into the wall. He's lost it in the penultimate corner. He won't have far to go, though, before he gets into the pits. No yellow flag. Well, yellow flag, but no safety car. But yeah, Chanakinchi, with that little battle he just did, that little send, he's put himself 1.8 seconds behind Josh. So he's going to be out of the train.
Yep. This is fantastic for everyone else. Although the gap is starting. So we are now officially on lap 3. DRS has now officially been enabled, and the telemetry on the left is now officially correct. And the penalties, for that matter, are also correct. So we'll have a quick look at that. Downey has 3 seconds and Zora has 5. So that is a bit of a problem for those two. I believe that was for overtaking off track. Ignoring yellow flag.
I'm going to check the race director for that one. Yeah, corner cutting gained 1 place. So
yeah,
probably fight that one out in the stewards, although I'm not sure he's going to have that option because he'll have to serve it into the the pit stop.
He might be able to get away with it a little bit if he serves it under the safety car, if there is a safety car, but you're still going to have to serve it. You're still going to lose a fair bit of time. It could definitely be worse, though. Yonti has made a move. What a lunge from Seb! Oh, my word. He just last second yeeted it down the inside of Zoro, and that was immediately... And he's going to retaliate. I don't blame him. This is definitely going to be a cent and a half. Actually, Seb goes right off the track. Yeah, that's one way of keeping all the position, I guess. Rajoko went around the outside of Zoro as well. I think he should be able to hold his line. It's a bit tight through here. Run off track a little bit. Might get a warning. That was almost certainly a warning.
Yep. Who needs enemies when you have teammates like that, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're a teammate? Let me just throw it down your inside and make you squeeze a little bit.
Yeah. I'll just use you as a break. But Richie getting very close to Rainbow, so making me eat my words, and I'm glad he's doing it. Although he's just had to understeer in that dirty air, which has slightly harmed him a little bit. But he seems quicker than Rainbow at the moment, especially through that first sector.
Whoa.
A big slide. You might start to understand why he's got so much turning, because as soon as he applies the power, just massive oversteer. So he's clearly running a bit of an edgy setup there.
Richie, it's the other Codemasters game. It's not dirt. This is F1. You need to be trying to keep your car pointing in the right direction. DRS slow, wide open, hugely benefiting from that toe, but this is really allowing Sumidi and Vexit to close back end a little bit now. And Josh might go for a move here as well. BK, he is.
I mean, you've got Ace Richie sliding around. Takumi Fujiwara from Initial D behind... well, behind him is Checo Perez, you know, Mr. Tire Saving. So, two very, very different styles. And you have to say, with somebody that's so close behind, he's going to probably take those tires a good 3, 4, 5 laps longer than Ace Richie.
Well, I actually think Richie's going to be in, so lap 6, lap 7 is my guess. I reckon Smitty might stretch it to lap 9. But these softs really don't like this circuit at all. They get destroyed here. The temperatures climb because of the whole of Sector 1 for the most part, and then the fair bit of Sector 3 does like to melt your tires. But Richie is really close to the back of Rainbow now. Look at this. He can literally kiss his gearbox if he wants to. And Rainbow's not really sweating. He's still on 70% ERS, 60% there for Richie, but Rainbow might have to deploy something. I think he might be a little bit too complacent now.
Yeah, another battle going on is Vexit and Some Idiot. So Vexit right in the gearbox. And Chanakinchi 3 seconds.
Yeah. Heartbreak. And now Zoro's got another penalty as well.
So
right, watch Richie here. This is it. This is going to be a change.
Yeah, you go for it.
And he's already in the toe. He's not even using ERS. I don't think he's actually going to go for a move. But this is...
doesn't look like it.
This is less than ideal for Richie. He's not applying enough pressure to Rainbow, so...
Exactly, yeah, I was going to say.
Rainbow can just relax.
He wasn't trying to make the move, but equally, Rainbow wasn't trying to defend. And it didn't really see the gap change that much, so it kind of indicates that Rainbow running much less downforce. But obviously, Ace Richie quicker in that Sector 1, as you can see, but he's not able to take advantage because he just gets stuck behind him in the dirty air.
Somebody took a very wide line through that.
Oh, and Vexit's understeering as well.
Yeah. They're keeping it together. No penalties for these guys all the way down from P1 to P8. And Downey, who has just... Or he already had one. He's now just got himself another one. 6 seconds. I mean, he had a fantastic lap 1, let's be honest. His lap 2 was pretty decent as well, but... yeah, that's not ideal.
But yeah, that's an average of 1 warning a lap. That's pretty much me in iRacing, to be fair, so I can't really roast him that much.
Well, you better fix that for the 24 hour.
What's the limit?
I think it's 100, and then it's 25 after that.
Oh, no chance. But Danny Coate, first of the front runners. Yeah, he's doing pretty well, actually. You don't usually see Danny Coate doing so well. I know it sounds a bit harsh to say, but Danny Coate, I think he was amazing sort of the start of this year and the last year. He seems to have dropped the ball a bit, but he's back tonight, albeit with a 3-second time penalty.
I'm looking at ERS levels for the top 4, because realistically they're the only ones that are in a position to properly fight. Brownie is starting to trail off a little bit. Rainbow is the second best overall when it comes to ERS. Richie is the best with his nice little cheeky 76. But then you get Some Idiot and Vexu. Even through that braking zone there, they're still creeping into only just the high 50s, low 60s.
I mean, I know you say Browning's tailing off, but he's at 90%.
He's recovered again now, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's probably where he wants to be. He's not worried about the gap as long as he has something to boost if he's in danger of getting out of that 1 second. Bottas going down in 10th. Not sure what's wrong with him tonight.
Copy's in. Alright, so I reckon this lap and Richie comes in.
Yeah, it's a nice opportunity for the undercut for Copy. He's gone in before anybody else, so if he can make the most of it and get out traffic free, which I don't think he will. I think he'll have to contend with Dennis.
Dennis is through.
Dennis is maybe a little bit far up the road.
See, I actually think that I think Copy might do really well here now as a result of that. I mean, he does have to go a little bit further on the mediums, but he's still going to be so much better off.
Oh, we've got a crash. It's Downey.
Downey, yeah.
Facing the wrong way. He's going to have to do something, and that was probably the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, I understand his frustration. You can't spin it the other way because you're right back on the racing line. And he's... Yeah, wow.
Josh making more moves up to P8 now. That's Bottas gang been dispersed quite nicely there, so he's going to fall down to P9.
Yeah, maybe an indicator that the softs have got less grip than the mediums now. Although Josh just runs wide.
I think he'll be okay. I think Josh needs to be careful he doesn't start burning tires down a bit too much because he's got to go quite the distance on those. Trying to Kinchy looking for Beaker, sticking his nose down the inside. Beaker goes off the track. There wasn't contact. Beaker just ran out there. And now Chan is up to P10. Chan?
So, I have got Brownie's screen open, and he is in conversation with some idiot, so if something happens strategy-wise, I will let you know before it happens.
Oh! Brownie of Exit, go for a move. That was Brownie going for a move down the inside of Exit. Now it's going to be an outside towards turn 2. He does fall back in again. I can see why Brownie wanted to go for that move, and I kind of agree that he should definitely be doing so. But he has to be careful, though. He has to make sure it is clean and quick. Because, again, if you lose the toe, if you lose the DRS, you will be a sitting duck, and you will fall away from the train for the lead.
Yeah, damage for Chanakinchi. He's had to box. He's now P17 on the soft tyre. And I tell you what, Copy's undercut, what a masterstroke. If he can keep those tyres alive towards the end, he's already got 4.5 seconds on Bottas gang, who was P10. I think he was P8 when he came in, so it looks like Copy is going to make up some serious ground. I think he might even take the lead.
I wouldn't go that far. He might take the lead temporarily.
He was in that train. I think he was about 3 seconds behind.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Danico losing out to Luke there. Looked like it was pretty awkward for
on the
him.
inside. Yep.
It's caused him to be outside that DRS train now. This has actually hindered them. Luke has gone, well, look, I got P6 now, but unless he absolutely dumps the remainder of his DRS to get back into that tow range, he's really shot himself in the foot.
Yeah, nobody from the front 6 pitting. Very interesting.
Oh, Richie got for a move. He's going around the outside. Yeah, this is going to be a hard one.
That's, wow.
Oh, never mind.
Wow.
Easy as can be. Richie up to P1 then. Fantastic stuff from him. Brownie also on the back of Vexit. They look like they were potentially going to swap places. Vexit is starting to drop away here from some idiot. Danico with another 3-second time penalty. That Brownie needs to hurry up and get past Vexit now.
I think that kind of confirms what I was saying earlier as well. Oh, Richie's just lost it. He's just lost it. Oh, he's reset onto track right in the apex as well. That is going to be a slap on the wrist. Well, nobody got hurt, of course. But yeah, I was about to say, look how much Richie is being held up in Sector 1. But, you know, as we all know, even thinking it produces the commentator's curse. And now some idiot around the outside.
Oh, there's contact.
Bit of a touch. Nothing too major though, although, yeah, Rainbow run him out of road. Let's see happy about that.
Rainbow red.
Ah.
Richie's tyres were over 100 degrees when he came onto the back straight, sorry, so no surprise there. Brownie's actually gone for a move here on Vexit. They are side by side throughout. This is very risky. Again, Brownie needs to time his battles right, because look at this. Almost a full second gap between Smitty and Vexit. There it is. And now, unless Vexit can find some way to bring that gap right back in again, which I think he's just clutched in, Rainbow is into the pits. This is good now for them. This has rescued them just a little bit.
Honestly, I think Copy's going to take the lead here.
Or is copy? P14.
He's coming into the penultimate corner right now.
Brownie. On Vexit. Right on through. That's the better line to take. That's the better run through that corner. It did help the fact that Vexit didn't have DRS on that lap. And now Brownie just needs to go.
Copy with the DRS. He does not take the lead, but I think he's got P2. He's behind Rainbow.
Okay.
So Copy's P11 right now. Rainbow's just come out, P9. So let's hypothetically say he's net P1. Copy, only just behind him.
Yeah, but he needs to get past Rwaggy ASAP.
Yeah, definitely. The longer this goes on, obviously, those softs are well past their best, no matter who is driving them.
Yeah, Vexit looking to get back on Brownie again here.
Yep.
They're locking up quite a fair bit coming into that corner. That's not ideal.
Now, if they've got any sense right now, they have to come in this lap. Because you look at that huge field, that huge group behind Rainbow. Rainbow's got super lucky, he's just gotten out in front of that. If they run any more on that slower soft compound, they really do risk getting caught up in traffic.
Yeah. I actually think we're not far away from a safety car, truth be told.
And there we go, Brownie. His late call to go in, but he makes it. Some idiot predictably staying out as long as he can. Vexit and Brownie disagree, though.
Richie coming in as well. This could be his rescue, to be honest. Especially with the fact that they're going to be coming out in traffic. Where is... Oh, Seb's gone. That's in the pit lane. Seb's had enough. Alright, fair enough.
Brownie slowing Vexit in the pit lane. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. They're in this huge group now with Luke and Zorro. Yeah. So that, I think, is Rainbow getting one of the luckiest draws I've ever seen. If we run this race with a full green flag, no safety car, he's going to win this one by miles.
Yeah. I'm worried for penalties for him, honestly. Yep.
You've got Copy taking P2. Yellow flag in sector 1. That's a slow AlphaTauri. It's always said, but I think he's just coming out of the pits.
Yeah. The Haas boys look like they're working together quite nicely. Yonti and Beaker in P3-4. I don't think they're net P3-4 at all. I think they're more around, what is it, P9-10 maybe?
Well, they're the best, best of the rest at the moment. So they'll probably filter out, maybe P8, P9, I think. 1, 2, 3.
Miss a few. 900. Oh, we got Rwaggy and Luke having a little bit of a swapperoonie there. Luke is through. Rwaggy looked a little bit unstable coming through that corner. That's been a bit of a problem for him. So Minute has finally decided. Alright, 11 laps on the softs is enough. Alright, fair enough.
Unfortunately, that's 2 laps too late because he's really cost himself a victory here.
I wouldn't be so sure. This is where some idiot comes to life.
Hold on. If he can just get out ahead of a couple of guys here, he's maybe not in an awful position. No, I think he's net P4. So not as bad as it could have been. Not as bad as it is for Brownie and Vexit. We've got Brownie stuck behind Rwaggy. Just look at that. Almost pushing him through the corners, and he kind of does.
Yeah. Bit of a scare there for Rwaggy. Definite Code Brown in the big red car. Right, yeah, if you're some idiot, how do you recover this now?
Down in the pits, some idiot. Yeah, what? I maybe made it out to be a bit worse than it actually was. He has got, what's he got? He's got about 1.5 seconds on Copy, but he's got 4 lap older tyres. The real problem is Rainbow. He's only got really 1.5 lap older tyres. And he's got about 4 seconds.
Yeah. Rwaggy losing out to Bottas Gang as well. Now he's starting to tumble with the fact that he's on these 11 lap old mediums. The drivers around him are just starting to make moves and slip on past him. It'd be nice if he could get some points. It's not looking good right now though for us. In comes Danico down the inside. Rwaggy manages to hold him off temporarily. Danico's going all the way around the outside with the brand new medium tyres. He should be able to easily make that work. We've had a spin. I believe that... Oh no, we have another spin, sorry. That is Downey's car who's come out of the pits. Well.
Bit of info for you. Some idiot is at 2 warnings.
Oh, Richie almost ran into the back of Fragioco there. That was very nearly a murder scene. This is up to P13.
Oh, no. Yeah, big penalty. That's net P3 right now. Luke picks up for 3 seconds.
Yeah. Bit of a shame, really. I mean, we did expect this track to be a heavy penalty zone track anyway. Not quite as bad as Canada, but still up there. There's not as many as I was expecting, but there are a few drivers that really struggled on this track today.
Wow. So somebody has actually just found out that he's racing Luke for position. He did not realise it up until now. And Luke with the send on copy. A little bit of contact.
Yeah. They're all good. All's fair in love and racing. Oh, there's another bit of contact as well between Sumidi and Copy. I think Sumidi has kept his wing fully intact.
Oh, and
Copy's in trouble.
Idiot.
Oh, I think he's got it though, right?
The exit now. It's all about the exit. No, a little bit of wheel spin saves Copy's hide.
I mean, realistically, Sumidi is also flying Copy for position.
Yeah, but Copy obviously got that huge undercut, so his tyres are going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. Copy is really going to have to just nurse these to the end. He's not going to be in a position to fight that hard.
Well, we call him Carlos Sainz for a reason. You got to believe.
It's because no one watches him. That's why. But yeah, he's getting plenty of screen time today.
That's a really good move there from Sumidi.
Yeah, he's got him. He had to do something. We're now starting to get a better idea of what the gap is between Rainbow, the leader, and the guys behind. So it's about 5 seconds.
Rainbow is being held up right now, though. Only a little bit, because I reckon he's going to go for a bit of a send here into this left-hander hairpin.
But BK, you know BK doesn't give an inch.
No, he doesn't. But Rainbow doesn't need that. He needs just a couple of centimeters.
You can see him sort of sending him as far wide as he possibly could there, as a sort of a parting gift.
BK coming back? Oh, no, I was going to say, is BK coming back?
BK will always have a look, maybe try and make him a bit nervous, but yeah, he's wiser than that sometimes.
Likes it. Down the inside of Copy. Copy has just been mugged.
Yeah, you've got to do it quickly, and unfortunately for Copy, yeah, he did get the position, but hasn't been able to really do anything with it. Obviously got those older tyres.
Well, Rainbow, Yonsei, they are the next little scrap that we're probably going to see a move happen on the home straight more than likely, because the gap is relatively close. Yeah, very close now. Easy peasy. Yeah. He's already turned off ERS though. He's like, I'll just relax.
Probably should have used a little bit more. But no, pretty straightforward. No chance of a cutback from Yonsei. There we go.
What is it the kids are saying nowadays? Easy slaps or something?
No kid has ever said that. It's just you. BCAT, 3 seconds.
It's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, that goes. Josh is in a pretty good position right now, it has to be said.
He is.
He's 8 seconds ahead right now.
Yeah, he is, but he's going to drop when he does eventually.
Yeah, he's absolutely going to drop, but nowhere near as much as Yonsei and Bika are going to drop.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got about 10 seconds on those guys, so he's done a really good first stint. He's done, exactly what you need to do as a first stint to make that reverse strategy work. And, with him coming back later in the race on that soft tyre, could be something special.
Copy. Lost out there to Bottas gang. The tyres are not that different between the two of them, so you'd have thought there would have been a bit of a similarity in pace, but Copy just seems to be a little bit slower. Losing out these very crucial positions. So, sort of calm down a little bit now. There is a long battle, if you think about it. There is a battle obviously for P3, a long battle from P5 down to P8, which could easily be brought even closer if Bottas gang manages to get into that 1 second margin. We also have the battle there for P9 down to P12, so watch the space. It could get very lively. Danico goes for a move there on Copy. He's up to P10.
Yeah, it looks like somebody sort of drained all the energy he had on that final lap on the softs, and he hasn't quite recovered it. He's hovering around 20%. Luke ahead, although he's got that 3-second time penalty. He's doing slightly better, as is Rainbow behind. But yeah, it kind of explains to me why he didn't drop like a stone with that huge overlap. He definitely just drained everything he had there.
Yep. Richie as well, he's through now up to P11. Starting to make some moves, starting to recover what realistically could have been a P2, maybe even a win. But
I genuinely believe he was in a great position to win. Maybe would have had to pit earlier than the rest, and that might have cost him later on the race, but he definitely had the pace advantage over everyone else tonight. Although, you know, I think he might have been running a time trial setup by the looks of things.
Yeah. Sad, really.
Oh, Josh into the pits. So now we'll see. Has the reverse strategy worked? Where's he going to come out?
I reckon about P9, 10 at best. He might even fall to P13.
It's 11 laps.
Confidence.
Yeah, no.
I mean, some idiot did it.
Rubbered in, it should be okay. But yeah, just outside the points. But you know, not far. He's in the train.
I reckon we're looking at a P7 finish for Josh.
Well, I think we can go higher. You know, we're looking at penalty. Oh no, Josh has got a penalty as well. So yeah,
P7, I reckon. Luca with another. What's that now? Let's have a quick look at the penalty situation. Oh, big send there from Josh down the inside of Chanakinchi. Yep, quick little switcheroo there. But yeah, penalty situation is as follows. Luke has 3 seconds. Beaker has 6 seconds. Bottas Gang has 3. Danico has 6. Josh, Chan, Fragioco, and Yonti all have 3. Luca has 9. Dennis has 3. And Zoro has 12 seconds. Penalties.
Yeah, you just missed somebody going down the inside of BK for P3, so he's following Luke through, but the gap is widening. It's almost 6 seconds now between Rainbow and somebody.
Easy slaps. Onto with another penalty. Brownie is going to go past here due to BK pitting.
So that is it. Everyone's done their stops. The field's leveled out.
I don't think Yonti's done his yet, though, has he? Has he been to the pits?
We've already got Josh into P9. I really do believe he can do something here.
I kind of want to stay with him just to watch him fly through the field. It would be good to watch.
Yep, but of course, as soon as you start doing that, he's just going to put it in a wall. And he's just picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Heartbreak.
Yep, that's your fault.
Look at this train though, from P2 right the way down to P9. This is starting to get very leery all of a sudden. Twitchy gonna go for moving Danico? Yeah, he is. Onto the brakes then. Now, get locked in! Oh, he almost goes into the side of Bottas Gang. Fair play to him to keep that one very much away from him.
And this could be an opportunity for Josh as well. Although, well, big bit of oversteer there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really calmed down now. The battling will commence again shortly. It's just that everybody seems to be so happy just where they are in this train.
Oh,
here comes Richie. Yep.
Yep.
Cruise on by.
See Danico trying to follow through, but Josh is going on Danico down the inside. Bottas Gang might be in the way here. No, seems to be okay. He'll get a better exit with those softs. Yeah, he definitely does. That's P8 for Josh.
Yeah, well, fair play to Josh there.
And I've just heard Brownie. Josh is coming on soft, so obviously some concern there, but I'm sure he doesn't know about the penalty situation just yet.
Yeah, yeah.
think he might get Bottas gang here. Look how close he is. He'll do well to just back off here and just wait for the DRS, but he sends it. Maybe not. He's in a rush. He's late. There
I must go. My people need me.
I'm late. I need to catch a train, a DRS train.
Yeah. Dennis needs to catch a break and stop getting these penalties.
Dennis. I won't tell you what Dennis needs.
Go on, we'll hear it.
Well, obviously he needs to. No, I can't.
He needs a hero. He's holding out for a hero to the end of the night.
He's definitely doing that, yeah.
Luca with another penalty. What is that, 15 seconds now? Well, maybe I was a bit too ahead of myself.
18 for Zorro at the back. 12 for Luca.
Is that still including Zorro's? Oh no, he served his 5 second now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he must have done.
Ooh.
Yeah, 18. That's, that's really something.
23 seconds of penalties had he not served that. Josh go for another yeet. Oh, and his teammate. That's less than ideal.
Yeah, that was dangerous, but, you know, I think they'll probably enjoy that battle, won't they? Richie managing to get the switch back.
Well, it depends, because Richie doesn't want to fight him. He's just kind of wanting to get into this train, which he has done now, and actually go for a send.
We've got flag. That is Bottas gang.
No damage there, just an off track.
No, he definitely went off, but no damage. Okay, so news from the drivers: rain in 10 to 15 minutes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that'll be after the race.
Yeah, I don't think it'll come by the end of the race, but you know, here's hoping.
Ooh. The Alpha Boys are really fighting each other. These are not teammates! Oh, Rich has been sent off into the wall! And the left end plate is broken. He's now fighting Danico as well. I would not be surprised if the stewards have to have a bit of a spanking with the other Alfa Romeo driver. It was less than ideal, let me tell you.
Yeah, we'll see. But Josh somehow has picked up another 3 seconds as well, so he's going to be nowhere by the end of this race. And I think Richie, if he doesn't pick, will still take that position.
Ooh, exit on Brownie. Oh, Brownie's sticking it out to him though. He's staying with him. Go on, mate. What a drive there from Brownie to hold him back there. Fair play. Exit is going to try and stick with him though, because he knows he can't afford to fall outside this train. He is running low on the ERS battery, whereas Brownie is not. Some idiot is though, actually, quite surprisingly. He's only on 29%. Luke is hanging in there on 40%. Rainbow holding that gap there with 35.
Now, you don't see that very often. A Bottas gang rage quit. You know that. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I saw Bottas gang rage quit a race.
Without dying, at least, yeah. Interesting.
And there we go. That's Some Idiot down the inside. Luke staying there, though. And, yeah, credit to Some Idiot. Gave him the space.
But he's got it done.
He's gone a bit deep, though. Luke can still be there. He can try and send it down the inside here.
Nah.
But, yeah, Some Idiot kind of half covers that one off. He takes such a wide entry into that corner that it really does invite the big send.
I had a bounty right before commentating. Hashtag not sponsored. And a bit of coconut is stuck in the back of my throat and it's making me choke. Making me want to cough.
You mean you intentionally ate a bounty?
I like bounties.
What? You know what? Next Christmas you're coming over. You can finish off the end of the celebration.
Mate, it's honestly, I love having celebrations because no one touches the bounties except me.
That's like the perfect relationship, right? Find yourself a girl who likes bounty.
Or doesn't like bounty, whichever way around.
If you do like them,
yeah. Like my other half hates bounty. Brownie made a mistake there. Josh is going to look for a move. This is going to be hopefully not a repeat of what we saw between him and Ace Richie. It was in fact a much cleaner attempt, but Brownie's just too fast, too furious.
Yeah, I mean, Brownie is a lot wiser, I think, by the looks of things, and he is definitely going to hold his own. but if it gets too hot, he would probably back out if it meant he was going to survive.
Right, he's going for a move here on Luke. He's going again down the inside. Fantastic little send here. Bit of contact between them. That has Luke been pushed off to the outside here, and Josh might look to get him. No, he has decided. A little bit later, please. Vexit. I can't tell if... Oh, actually, a bit of a send there again from Josh. Again, getting a little bit aggressive. Elbows were definitely out. Now it's the outside line through the double right-hander. This will never benefit the driver on the outside unless they have obscene levels of grip, which he's still trying to fight it through. He's got it done, but a penalty has been applied for corner cutting that circuit. And I think, yeah.
Just let him through.
Yeah, just let him go.
Although he's kind of done it, he's done it perfectly in the sense that he hasn't lost that much time, but he has added 3 seconds to Josh's race time.
Yeah, I think Luke did the right thing.
You know, if I'm Brownie or some idiot now, just get out the way.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, he's mental. Just get out of the way.
Vexit trying to get past Luke as well. Vexit realizes I am done for now. I can't get past. The 1 second margin is gone already, and it's only getting worse.
It's so frustrating because there is only one line through Sector 1. You can't do it too wide.
No.
It's literally impossible unless you want to send yourself or the other driver to the moon.
And he's had enough doing that one line. Never mind whilst fighting somebody alongside you. But obviously he has the opportunity now to get the move done and dusted quite quickly, and he is doing exactly that. DRS wing is now wide up and he will cruise on past Luke. There's not a lot he could do about it, but Mr. Vexit is he's done for 1.4.
And look at his battery as well, running low.
Yeah.
Second two, we've got a Ferrari.
I bet it's Dennis.
It is Dennis. Yeah.
I feel for him. I feel for him because, like we said, this guy has easily one of, if not the best personality on the circuit. But the consistency is just not there.
Yeah, I mean, he is the guy. When you think of ERS, you think of Fragioco and you think of Dennis.
And occasionally Hazard, just every now and then.
Nope, never heard of him.
Who? What guy?
Is he a Tier 1 driver?
Once upon a time. I think he's now a Tier 2 driver. I think Azzy could be him, right?
Well...
Physically. Hit him into a wall.
Mean, as you... If he can beat himself, then he stands a good chance. But, you know, that very often proves difficult. Not all over for Vexit. He is reeling them in, and, you know, with Josh kind of forcing people too wide, he could be in an okay spot here. But, you know, seriously low on battery. Yeah,
very, very low on battery. Okay, well, Josh on Brownie, I think we're going to be seeing another opportunity form here. Lap 24 of 28. Josh does kind of need to watch out for his tyre wear. He doesn't really want to be burning anymore because 6 laps is already starting to become a problem. Later on from that is going to be, almost puncture territory. I reckon he will be near puncture territory, if not already at it when we get to final laps.
Definitely. And you start to see that Josh, he's not really significantly quicker than Brownie right now. You get the sense that those tyres are past their best. They might be slightly better than these old mediums, but not by that much. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Josh, but Brownie's defending.
On the inside, late on the brakes. That was very late on the brakes. Yeah. Brownie will not be happy about that.
It's what I was saying. Let him through. Let him through.
But Brownie doesn't want to let him through because if he lets him through, he's at risk of losing the podium. I mean,
yeah, but if he didn't, he was at risk of losing his front wing, and he almost did. He got lucky that there was no damage there, to be honest.
Was he at risk or risk?
No, he was at risk.
Someone please clip that.
I'm not sure. Was that a joke?
Oh, no, you said whisk. Yep. Oh, Zora has been DQ'd for having too many penalties.
Yeah, I mean, it's 27.
Ooh.
Oh, Dennis is around again?
Just warming his eyes up.
Yeah, I think that was just a donut. The final corner. He's given Fragioco slipstream. There we go. Thanks very much.
I think Fred Joker's going for fastest lap, and I think that's why Dennis was waiting to try and help him a little bit. But that home straight... Oh, there's also been another spin.
Sorry.
You did. Richie Span.
Yeah.
And retired.
And he's out. Yeah, retired on track. Another no-note to add to his reset to track.
Double quali DQ, I think.
Double slap on the wrist.
Yeah, quali ban is what I was looking for, not DQ. Do you remember when you said Copy might win this race?
Yeah, I No, I said he might come out in first when everything filters out. I never said he'd win the race.
Listen, he's got the 11. He's got the ones. Just not the solo.
Not on
one.
Penalties, he hasn't.
Oh, he was actually still getting quite a fair bit, wasn't he?
Oh,
So look,
yeah,
6 seconds.
He's got P9 right now.
Yeah, I think P9's... yeah, P9.
Look, if you can gain on Yonti, he's just past Pika, so...
Yeah.
You know, it's not beyond sort of possibility.
It's pretty close.
Oh, in fact, he has got Yonti, sorry, yeah, he has got Yonti. Stanica. He might have his code. So, Brownie, 3 seconds.
That's a big problem.
That is a big... Oh, come on. You got
That's
26
again the podium
laps.
now.
Oh, you got 26 laps. And
yeah.
Perfectly, flawlessly, and then bang. Just like that, your race is over, essentially. I mean, he was only really in the fight for P2, but...
Josh could cause some idiots some problems, and then Brownie might be able to attack.
Yeah, I get the feeling somebody might just stick it out. He's been deploying a lot. He is determined to stay ahead, and I think the way the tyres are going, Josh maybe has one more shot at this.
If you're Rainbow, how bored are you?
I don't know. Can you get bored of winning?
Lewis? Lewis, you there, mate?
Well, you know, he's not winning at life, is he?
Oh, let's not dive down that rabbit hole. Okay, let's just stay clear of that one.
I'm just jealous. Among many other emotions I have for Lewis Hamilton, jealousy might be one of them.
The biggest, of course.
Not the biggest, no.
I would say so. Second to last lap. We are nearly at the end to see who really gets P2, because Brownie obviously got a penalty. Vexit could get a penalty, which would save Brownie's backside. If some idiot gets a penalty, which is not looking that likely, although I am holding onto the wood quite firmly, then... Oh,
Josh is
has
out.
Lost it. He's crashed.
He's crashed.
How? Where? What?
Over the top of the hill.
What
top of the hill. The tyres, like I said, the tyres are going off. And I'm actually hearing it over the headset from some idiot. Got on the curb, lost the tyres.
Oh.
And lost his front tyre as well.
Ooh.
You know, he's out of this race.
I got boom. Race got smash.
Think, barring any last second penalties, that settled our top 3 and top 4.
Brownie needs to slow down a little bit and fight Vexit. Oh.
Vexit doesn't need to fight this, but, you know...
Brownie wants him to.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you try and probably just park it on the apex of the penultimate corner, force him wide or something like that.
One penalty, and Brownie's laughing again.
No, it is... Oh, sorry. I thought that was the last lap.
One more.
One more, okay.
Uno mas. Rainbow, though, 5 seconds clear of some idiot. He drove so well in this race. I've been told that apparently Ace's wheel just cut off.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'd tell people as well.
Understandably.
In fact, that's just giving me my excuse for the Daytona 24.
Go on.
Not my wheel cut off, sorry.
My
that's
wheel
crashed.
Yeah.
That's why I crashed.
I like how we've not even yet properly started practicing. You're already lining up excuses.
Well, I'm practicing excuses, so I am practicing.
Vexit, very low on ERS, in the DRS of Brownie now. This is going to be a huge moment. Brownie's going to go defensive onto the inside, but Vexit has got like a cruise missile.
But he's struggling on fuel, he's struggling on battery. But yeah, you get the sense that there's not a lot Brownie can do from here.
You can fight him. Oh, no,
he loses the rear. No. So, all of our predictions completely wrong.
I got Rainbow P1.
I think the top 3 was actually right, but it was just the order.
Yeah, I got Rainbow P1.
I said Vexit, Rainbow, some idiot. But yeah, I'll tell you what I can get. Rainbow wins the USGP, and some idiot comes home in second. Vexit rounding off the top 3 with that brownie penalty, of course.
Watch copy.
Yep, like a rocket ship.
And bing,
Well, he
P6.
does jump down, he goes on P6.
Not quite the win you predicted.
Yeah. I mean, not quite Josh's P7 that you predicted, if we're going to start throwing mud at the walls.
I said at best P7. I can't account for his...
he'll finish P7, and I'm sure someone can go back and clip that.
I can't account for him yeeting it into a wall.
Well, you should have.
My bad. 32 seconds behind his teammate, Mr. Dennis Fires.
Well, we haven't done penalties yet, so that's another 3.
It's true. There we go then. A few more corners to go for the Dennis Inator. Oh.
Yep. Hopefully entertains us with a bit of drifting here.
Or a wall smash.
Yep.
Nice explosion would be quite nice. Oh, he's going to pit lane.
That's the IndyCar line. Oh, slightly misses that apex. Doesn't take out the DRS board. 0 out of 10.
In fact, he should give us points for watching it.
Driver of the day, Yonsei. Would you agree with that?
I kind of want to give it to Copy, to be honest.
Okay, you're wrong, obviously.
Okay. I mean, I need to look at the results first before I confirm.
There was only one correct driver of the day, and it is Rainbow.
You think so?
Time that pit stop to perfection. You know, he had the pace. Regardless, he had the pace. He was first when he came in, but that pit stop, he timed that perfectly.
He's going. You know, you're going against your own rule, don't you?
No, I'm not.
The winner can't be driver of the day.
That is not my own rule. I have many times gone for the winner for driver of the day.
I think you're a scumbag, gonna be honest.
You think I'm a scumbag?
For going against your own rule that you made.
Oh, I thought you just in general.
I actually don't know who to give the driver of the day to, but the quick rundown for the race then. So Rainbow did secure the win with some idiot in P2. Vexit P3. Brown just making that one mistake to get himself a penalty. It meant he did fall outside the podium. Although he did lose it physically on track as well. Luke P5, Copper P6, Danico P7, Yonti P8, Chanakinchi P9 with Beaker getting the final point. Luca getting best of the rest. Landers Moment P12, Fragioka P13, Dennis P14, Josh 15th, Ace Ritchie DNF'd with... Oh no, sorry, the DNFers were Josh, Ritchie, Bottas Gang, Downey, Seb, and Zorro. Although Zorro DQ.
Zorro was disqualified, yeah.
So who are you going with? Rainbow for driver of the day?
I'll go Rainbow, but I just realised that Copy did a 2-stop there, actually. So he took that massive undercut. He wasn't able to take it to the end. So, yeah, he did a nice recovery, but I'm still going to go with Rainbow.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to argue with you because I'm struggling to think of somebody else. I mean, Yonti's done well to go from P17 to P9, but alternate strategy is actually pretty OP here, so... I will go with Rainbow. And that's it for the European Racing Series Grand Prix here in the US of I. We will be moving on to next week, which is Mexico? No. Yeah?
Yeah, Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico, then Brazil, then Abu Dhabi.
No, Mexico, then Japan, then Brazil.
No, Japan was last week. Not last week, before Christmas.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
So no.
Yeah, I was just testing it, really.
Uh-huh.